Yeah, what's good, my people? You already know who it is. It's your boy Prophet Pete for the city that never sleeps, man. And you tuned into the Prophet Radio Show. We got a dope show happening today. Definitely going to get into this ear to the street segment and talk about what's going on in the city, the streets, and all that. And get our special guest in, Nikko Tesla, so that we could chop it up on his new project that just released last week. Brother got bars, and he can make some music. So I'm just going to give you a little taste of what we got in store for you later. This is If I Was a Millionaire, Nikko Tesla.
If I was a millionaire,
Gang! The Prophet Radio Show, y'all.
my house in Freedom Land. Oh, if I was a millionaire.
Me a millionaire, I buy my family freedom with it. Tell America bye and don't expect a visit. Develop schools for every prison that was built up. Invest in black teachers so our own can teach us. Tell black billionaires to start a credit bureau. Economic empowerment, we ain't second fiddle. Protect our dollars, gotta be down to ride. Why the hell we asking them if we qualify? I say it's about time that we build a nation. You get 100K upon graduation. Married couples, you get your 10 acres. Shit. Go ahead and build your house, make it real spacious. And for the kids in single parent homes, we set you up with mentors. Just know you ain't alone. I make it less rough in the ghetto every day. I only got a few million, but it gotta be a way.
I would buy my mom a house in Freedom Land.
Nikko!
Oh, if I was a millionaire.
Yo. And that's just a little bit of what he got in store for y'all on this new project. So make sure you look up Nikko Tesla. Cop his new music. He's out there, been putting music out for a long time. New York cat doing it big. So we going to get into these joints that I got for you. Ear to the street segment. It don't get no better than this. Straight independent artists out there doing their thing. Not out there running around talking about, yo, I need to get signed to these labels in order to do what I got to do. The production of music is dope. Former guest on the show. This next joint I got for y'all is Scrooge. Always Us, y'all. Staten Island in the building.
Always us. Never them. Stapleton shit. Fifth Ave shopping. First class flying. Never them. Foreign whip driving. Scrooge. Bad bitch fucking. It was always us, nigga, it was never them. Fleet. It was always us, nigga, it was never them. Honcho. It was always us, nigga, it was never them. Fendi. It was always us, nigga, it was never them. Love. Thrown in that water, we ain't even learn to swim. We was trying to get some Jews along the way, learn some gems. It was always us, nigga, it was never them. It was always us, nigga, it was never them. The bitches fuck with you when you stuntin' in the bins. 42 get popped in every club that we in. Champagne spilling, looking like we fucking champions. It was always us, nigga, it was never them. It was always us, nigga, it was never them. Pounds of that shit, niggas had it shipping in. We was writing scripts and prescribing all the tens. It was always us, nigga, it was never them. It was always us, nigga, it was never them. Most my niggas brothers, I don't really do no friends. We on the block looking like Skittles and M&Ms. Most you niggas carrying traits that's feminine. Jealousy and hate, that's a cancer. Diamonds black and white, frozen like a panda. Stones wildin' in them like they throwing a tantrum. See them in the dark, shit glow like a lantern. Yikes. Anytime they went left, niggas was going right. How easy you could get left if niggas ain't moving right. The worst living from check to check, your money tight. Now I can touch down and take off the same night. Bitch, this bullshit. Bitch, get off this. Proceed with caution. The flow so flawless. Remember cold nights, I would pray for all this. We kicking down doors, we ain't waiting for nothing. New York City need this, what you hating for nothing? Against all odds, we gon' hustle like the third string. Even when we up, we still grinding like we hurting. No getting comfortable, the only way for us is up. Free my nigga Thought, free my buzzin' Larry Love. It was never them, nigga, it was always us. It was never them, nigga, it was always us. It was never them, nigga, it was always us. Y'all know what the fuck we doing? Y'all heard about it? Whatever models y'all following. They fuck with us, they jacking out shit. But anywhere we went, the bitches jacked out shit. They gravitated towards us like fucking magnets. We look like money, we smell like money. We walk and talk that shit. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. You had to be there. You had to live it. Stapleton shit. Free my nigga Thor, aka SB. Vallejo. Free my Buzz and Larry Love, the Big Billy. Nigga Treyway. Scrooge.
Yeah, we back, and you already know that was my man Scrooge with Always Us, man, doing this thing out there, vibing, doing stuff big, man, doing stuff big. Yo, tonight we got our special guests in the building, Nikko motherfucking Tesla, right? And the only reason why I introduce him like that, I know he's there, but not there. Nikko, you in there? I see you, but don't see you. Can't hear you either. You muted. So while we waiting for Nikko to get his stuff straightened out, we actually going to get into this next joint, right? Thank you, J. Nicole. Definitely that joint is fire for real. And while we waiting for Nikko to hop back in, I got another joint for you. Definitely a remix to one of my favorite joints by Breeze and with another featured artist that I definitely rock with, grew up in the same area with. And this is joint called Money Mitch featuring Jim Jones. Breeze joint. Here we go, y'all.
I ain't gonna lie, bro, this shit hard, bro. This shit look like a spaceship.
Shit look like money, B. What type of money you need to get on, yo?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, this one money looking like... I wanna be like y'all niggas in the field. Y'all niggas got money, y'all gotta talk to me.
You hear what this nigga talking about?
Gotta get that bag,
You
nigga.
don't wanna be like us, you wanna be like you. Like you, another nigga with another bag.
Word up.
Heard me?
Get your hustle up, get your focus right.
Yo, what you telling me?
I'm paid in full like I'm Money Mitch with 100 clip and my shorty thick. Rack it up, I'ma blow this bitch. I'm paid in full like I'm Money Mitch. My drip to the floor, got Louis Vuitton, got bricks to the raw. I'm paid in full like I'm Money Mitch with 100 clip and my shorty thick. Rack it up, I'ma blow this bitch. I'm paid in full like I'm Money Mitch. My drip to the floor, got Louis Vuitton, got bricks to the raw. Freezing cop on this Money Mitch shit. Bitch, this is the remix. Wave gotta be making them seasick. Son of book off to be no Phoenix. Bought that mafia like 3-6. Gangland, I know y'all seen this. My drip so clean, no Kleenex. Run and shoot, how you niggas on defense. After me, I bet the nigga need Jesus. Walk in the store, bet the jeweler gon' freeze us. Move face like I transport speakers. Yo house, my feet up. Mr. Tato, all seasons. 4 demons, top 4 seasons. I kept her neck, my kneeling. I'm hot, you not, I'm free. My young boys be drilling shit. In the hood, I been dealing shit. Roof back, let them see the tits. I'm a saucy nigga on my saucy stick. On my waist, keep a 30 clip. Act up, let them see the shit. Run down, let you see the pits. I'm a saucy nigga on my saucy stick. I'm paid in full like I'm Money Mitch with 100 clip and my shorty thick. Rack it up, I'ma blow this bitch. I'm paid in full like I'm Money Mitch. My drip to the floor, got Louis Vuitton, got bricks to the raw. I'm paid in full like I'm Money Mitch with 100 clip and my shorty thick. Rack it up, I'ma blow this bitch. I'm paid in full like I'm Money Mitch. My drip to the floor, got Louis Louis Vuitton. Got bricks to the road.
I'm paid in full like Money Mitch. Careful who you get money with. See what happened, what they done to Rich. Never let keep the gun ahead. See it out, we gon' walk them down. Make no mistake that we running shit. Seen apartments with 100 bricks. Take the coke to the numb your lips. Niggas drilling all these drumming shit. Harlem world full of drumming shit. Nah, Trey, Billy Bad, I'm a dog nigga. Yeah, summer bitch. Call a vet, I got dog niggas. That dog niggas tell me who you want bit. I'm a tough nigga. Give a fuck about who you gon' get. Really do. Might kill a hoe. Choke her out while I'm drilling hoe. Call course, call a million hoe. Give a fuck with my ceiling go. All these guns we concealing hoe. Niggas know what the deal is, yo. fuck around, I make a killing hoe.
I'm pretty full like I'm Money Mitch. With 100 clips. And my shorty thick. Rack it up, I'ma blow this bitch. I'm paid in full like I'm Money Mitch. My drip to the floor. Got Louis Vuitton. Got bricks to the road. I'm paid in full like I'm Money Mitch. With 100 clips. And my shorty thick. Rack it up, I'ma blow this bitch. I'm paid in full like I'm Money Mitch. My drip to the floor. Got Louis Vuitton. Got bricks to the road.
Yo, we telling you.
Yeah, y'all, and we back. Yo, that was Breeze featuring Jim Jones, the remix to Money Mitch, man. Straight Harlem vibe right there. Two Harlem people, definitely dope individuals. And we got our special guest in the building right now. Hopefully, we about to get this popping, right? And he's not a stranger to the station. He's not a stranger to me. And definitely seen him do some stuff in front of a microphone before. My man, 150 grand, like a Snickers and one of your favorite snack bars. We got Nikko mother freaking Tesla in the building.
What's good, Prof? How you, man?
I'm chilling, man, doing my thing here, trying to be out here, be safe and still keep things going, man.
I hear you. Definitely.
And I see you doing the same because you dropping projects in the middle of pandemics and all that.
Yeah. Notes inspired that. That's Notes' fault.
Yep, but you got to do it, man. It's the only way you're gonna stay relevant and stand out. Like it's just crazy.
That's
To me, it's the playing field got leveled, and the people that were fronted like they was really working.
Yeah.
That are working, you could tell a big difference.
Yeah, that's a fact. It's showing proof time right now.
Yeah, man. It's definitely that. It's definitely that. Queens is in the building. My man Notes, man. Always showing love, always supporting, man. And I definitely, the first time I heard your joint, you do anything, right? Because I've heard your name before.
Okay.
Right. But the thing was I was getting you confused with somebody else. So every time they said Nikko, I was thinking of somebody else until the day that you popped up at the station. I was like, oh, that's not him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, definitely don't make music like the other Nikko. So I've heard the Nikko Tesla name. It was just I had a different picture of a person.
Okay.
Until I saw you. Yeah. So, but that book bag joint.
Oh yeah.
That one was crazy.
Yeah. Once again, that was Notes' fault. That was Notes' fault.
Well, if Notes is making mistakes like that, or it's his fault for something, you know what? Notes, I need some of your input so I can say, yo, this happened because it's Notes' fault. I need help me out over here, bro.
Word, that was Notes' fault. Notes hit me and he was like, yeah, they saying you can't rap no more. And I was like, what?
Oh, he hit you up with that. Like, he called you in like, they said you can't rap no more.
That's but he wasn't lying. There was people saying
they were saying it for real.
They was saying Nikko, he don't got it no more. So
they said you hung up the mic and that was it. It was over for you.
Yeah, they put me out the pasture to dry, and then that verse came out, and it was like, oh, Yeah.
Well, well, you had to show him.
Yeah.
You had to show him. You had to just do what you do, man, because people are going to try and sell us short real quick, early, and if we fall subject to that, man, then we going to sit there. We just going to put our heads in the sand.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. And like I said, it's real easy to do that around that time, get caught up in the nonsense of what people are saying, and then just be like, yeah, nah, you know what? I ain't gonna do that no more.
Yeah, absolutely. It's real easy, and I mean, it's something kind of happened recently, but you just keep pushing forward. You know what I mean, and you let the music speak. That's all.
And you know what I realized? That the only way to get past something is to keep moving.
That's a fact,
right? Because if you stand still, you still in it.
That's a fact, and you'll be the only one there, and everybody else that moved on.
They're like, there go Tesla over there. What he doing? He looking a little sad. I'm happy over here. Maybe he'll catch up. They don't even extend arms and hands no more because they can't reach. Social distancing. That's it. It's over.
That's a fact.
Yeah, man. It's wild crazy, but I'm glad that you're still making music. So let's talk about the title of this project because from what I understand, it's a second installment.
Yeah, absolutely. The first one came out 2018, which actually lends its way back to Notes because the reason why it was said that, Nikko can't do it no more is because I hadn't dropped the project. But I had, like family stuff going on and, I had to tend to that first. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man before anything else. And so, I like taking my time with music, Prof. Like you can ask anybody. I don't rush music. When I first started doing Black Hair Laugh 2, I told Notes, I said, you're gonna be on about 8 different records before the final version that actually come out. And he can attest to you, he wrote like 8 different verses for songs until we finally ended up with Heavyweight, which is the album. So yeah, but I mean it's soulful, man. It's just soulful good hip hop.
No, definitely is. And I was going before you came on. I actually played if I was a millionaire. Yeah. Like I enjoyed the vibe of it because just like you said, you're a man first. You got to take care of your family and stuff. In that track, you talk about how you would actually do that. Like it was kind of like it represented who you were as a person.
Yeah.
And I appreciate individuals that make music that speak for who they are. They don't paint this picture just to paint a picture.
Yeah. Yeah.
And cause you from Queens, I gotta give you like that much credit. Like, just that much. It's because, I'm from Harlem. I say we rap harder in Harlem, but that you go and say the only thing that really saved you is like 50 and like Lloyd Banks and those guys, that made me start listening to Queens hip hop. so I bore you up in that. You get the little Nas and a couple of other dudes, But I gotta say that I definitely vibe with the music because it hits hard like classic hip hop. Yeah. But it doesn't sound dated.
And I appreciate that because that's what I was going for.
And, I think that, I love all styles of music, but I think that we can't forget we need that boom bap. We need those hard hitting 808s. We need that because it resonates. It's like, some of this music I can't drive around in my car because it don't hit hard like that. I turn it off. I like my windows to rattle. Like,
That's a fact.
And then we got the lyrics, right? You got the bars. You bring the bars, right? You saying something.
Yeah. Oh, I stand on that. Anybody that know me, listen. Anybody that know me, I pride myself on picking up my pen.
Well, if you didn't, then Notes would have made a post saying Nikko don't got bars, and then that would have been his fault too, right?
That's a fact.
So, out of this project, which is the track that resonates with you the most?
With me, where I'm at right now, I would have to say Quincy and Caden. That's the song for my two sons. Just as a dad, I wrote that record like, if I wasn't here, what would I want to say to them for them to always be able to be like, this is what dad said to do. And I think that's like, it took me a little time to write it, just trying to, you know what I'm saying, get everything right. Like, what would I really want my boys to know to follow? But I tried to squeeze it in that, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, as much as possible. And hopefully, 40 years, 50 years down the line or something like that, when God called me out of here, they can play the record back and be like, this is what dad wanted me to do. So
yeah, and you know what? Again, it speaks to who you are. So introduce yourself and introduce this track for the people, man, because we're about to get into it.
This is your guy Nikko Tesla. We playing Quincy and Caden right now.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, so listen to this. This is my favorite. I'm not gonna lie. Hopefully y'all enjoy it, because I definitely had a good time making it. Knows what's up, Nick.
Bless all the boys and girls all over the world. And she's to the people and giving them in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen.
This a letter to my sons kicking through the speaker. When God call me home and I can't reach you, then you play this back to back like a double feature. I'ma give you some time to go and raise your speaker. I'ma give y'all some game, man. When you find a good woman, do your best to keep her. Don't go searching in the streets for your Mona Lisa. It's not commonplace for a queen to come and greet you. Red jewels shine bright amongst bottom feeders. Pray about the people in your circle. If God broke it up, then eventually they would hurt you. In relationships, you gotta invest. You let loyalty find you with no GPS. There's crabs in the barrel, you ain't one of them. Nope. When people are down, you don't make fun of them. You treat men like men, regardless of their title. Some people act like friends just to spite you. Wolves in sheep's clothing is what they call. Just keep your eyes open and love all. The in crowd is never cooler. The man content with himself will soon become a ruler. You listen more and speak less. There's only one God to impress. Plus there's life and death in the tongue. A lie is corruption. The devil soon come. You strive hard for your destination. The biggest threat to a black man is procrastination. Never lukewarm. What's that about? Either you all in or you all out. Half stepping is guaranteed pain. You appreciate sunshine when you felt rain. But sometimes the rain is needed. It'll water the blessing when you feel defeated. The good and the bad, they both pass away. But don't you ever let life take your laugh away. One thing I know for certain is this. Fear and faith, they can't coexist. Make success your favorite hobby. I'm sorry, but you can't save everybody. Some people can't go when you start to grow. But you can love them from afar. Just let them know. This a letter to my sons kicking through the speaker. When God call me home and I can't reach you, then you play this back to back like a double feature. I'ma give you some time to go and raise your speaker.
Damn! That's what I gotta say about that one right there.
I appreciate it.
Because that right there was a powerful joint. Being a father, I don't have any sons. I have many girls. And there are certain ages, but them my girls being younger, the conversation is a little different, very similar, but different. And you know, there was a lot of things you touched on. And especially for a black man, procrastination is like the worst thing.
That's a fact.
Because the more you procrastinate, the more you fall behind. And what I've realized in life is that as black people, we were held back for so long, for centuries. And what we do now to catch up is give the appearance of what we want to be and not actually put in the work to get to where we want to be.
That's a fact.
So it's like, it's just one of those things, and it's just crazy. And, you know, I watched it so many times, and, you know, for you to put it on a track and say certain things, and, you know, your circle of friends, you know, they harm you if it broke apart, like stuff like that is just so true.
Yeah.
So true. And, you know, I believe in speaking truth in whatever I do. And, you know, to hear it put into music the way that you do it, it takes a lot of skill. So I will tell people that, yeah, Nikko's still making music. He doing this thing, and he can do it better than you. All right. So stop playing. So when we gonna get a verses with you and Notes? Like y'all just gonna go straight battle each other?
Me and Notes put out music too quick. Notes put out an album every 2 weeks, man.
2 weeks.
Like people, like I tell them all the time. Like people say, oh, you know, or he'll say all the time, I'm not a bar guy. I'm not a bar guy. There's different levels to being a bar guy. You know what I'm saying? I always tell Notes, to me, he reminds me of that Talib Kweli, that Common type of lane. You know what I'm saying? And let's just be honest. Nobody's running up on them dudes saying let's rap. You get what I'm saying? Like you don't walk up on Mos Def and say, yo, let's see what you got. Like it's Mos Def. You know what I'm saying? So like you get what I'm saying? Like it's you know, just because I'm a punchline guy, or I might give some metaphors and people would say, oh, you heard what he said. That's just a different side of bars that I give people that, you know, that maybe he doesn't, but he provides another aspect to it.
Yeah, well, Notes said facts. So he said you ain't beating him, you ain't winning, so you might as well give up.
Nah, he put out too much. I'm not doing that. Notes put out too much music. Notes will have an album out tomorrow if we not.
He'd be like, what? He'd be recording all night, joints, like everything. Yeah. Nothing out of the archives. But you know, it's one of those things that, you know, I respect you guys because you guys work and vibe off each other.
Absolutely.
You know, and it's, yo, if you were needing something or to hear something or needed that pep talk or somebody to keep it real with you, Notes would give it to you the same way you would give it to him.
Absolutely.
So it's always a wonderful thing to see that happen, not only in hip hop, but in our community.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, man.
That's a fact. So
second favorite joint of the album, what you got?
My second favorite joint, honestly, it would have to be Be For Real. Just because when I wrote that record, that was me responding to, you know, the folks saying like, you know, like for some reason people feel like I don't know if they feel like I'm the guy to go at, or like you know what I mean? Like I don't know if I don't get it, you know. But I save a lot of people just by being quiet. You know what I mean? Like,
well, they figure either you being too quiet, so they trying to poke the bear to get the bear.
So, and this is the response to poking the bear, because if you listen to the record, it's a lot of shots at a lot of people, and if I'm not holding, if anybody feel away, you know what I mean? Like, it's just what it is.
Yeah, man. Yo, so let one more time, man. Introduce yourself for the people, and also let them know the title of the project, so that's where they know what to look for, where they can find it at.
Absolutely. So once again, it's your guy Nikko Tesla. This is Be For Real off of Black Hill Ave 2, available on all streaming services, man. Go ahead and go listen to it.
And just a reminder, in case you think it was some kind of rarity, nah, Nikko got them bars always. Black Hill Ave 2. This one is for whoever was left after that first severe beating of bars. Just to purge whatever straggler rappers are still left in here talking smack. Yo, Nikko, hit these dudes, man. Nikko, a known shooter, better cut the jokes. Cause I ain't talking constellations when your horoscope. Fat boy fly, young Biggie without the coochie. Blindfolded in your bird's box before the movie. Let's not be an enemy, cause those I play close. When I snap, I dust niggas better than Thanos. Glock all black, throwing up shit, think she Willie Beanin'. And age ain't nothing but a number, she hear Aaliyah singing. If you ain't tough, get around me or don't push me. I get all Kelly quick, I don't fuck with a grown pussy. Y'all call me king, my phone broke, so I ain't calling. Plus in 2 bars, it'll look like Mufasa falling. I got beef with all you niggas, and that ain't a joke. You niggas a hookah spot, I want all the smoke. I'm red hot, the ops, they look like Red Fox. I aim for their chest, so when they duck, I get a headshot. Embrace your death, cause that path is way clearer. I'm way bigger, I'm Paul Bearer and Grave Digger. Serial killer, also known as a hothead. Every time I pin bling ink, a nigga drop dead. The bully back, and I'm bringing segregation. Cause you niggas ride dick like it was paid transportation. Where your heart at? Bring that in your hard hat. I'm teaching young Simba, you don't control where it's dark at. Had your shit laid up, Kyrie with the finger roll. And your bitch must love bad luck, the way she split a pole. You talk top 5 while I was on vacation, so now I jumped in, this a gang initiation. Running streets, come on, nigga. You should know me better. I play the crib, wifed up with a Cosby sweater. Go to church on Sundays, keep the same routine. His body's in the backyard, they don't suspect a thing. It's been quiet for a minute, so I had to black. Like the Tyler Perry movie where the actors laugh. Guns come out, if you got it, then I won't mind. You niggas too sweet, I'm from a diabetic bloodline. Talking tough and snitching, you shouldn't even mumble. Playing both sides like an interracial couple. Us being cool, it never happened, no sir. But if you wanna meet your God, I can be your chauffeur. But we can put the guns down, cause you just shoot the air. And my niggas will lay hands like you came for prayer. Pussy got you married to a slut, no brainer. I done killed so many rappers, Moles got me on retainer. Pops told me don't wife a chick cause she can make you moan. Find out your Claire Huxtable was really April Jones. But soda flat, no cat, and she for the drama. With no deal, like a little fizz, your baby mama. I rob niggas, a bump, go on his change cup. Statue of Liberty, I came holding the flame up. Watch this rap nigga get hold up in your guts. Fresh vanilla, butter, pecan, chocolate deluxe. As long as you fine, I'ma beat it all up. I'm fat, and wintertime I'm lit. So what's up? Can't relate when niggas say no more drama. Keep the ratchet in the closet like it's Keisha Cole mama. I'm thinking homie when I'm gripping on the shotty. The gun top heavy, it got Wendy Williams' body. You want revenge, come and take it in blood. I wanna die like Kobe with a girl that I love. You niggas frauds, fat boy, I'm on ya. Who wanna hear live Jews from a cubic zirconia? I make these rappers sweat when I get on these beats. Boy, this wordplay better than some project heat. I dare niggas come to Tesla with a pen. I promise you it is death, you never hear from them again. Easy.
Damn!
Whoa.
Damn!
Whoa. Like, that wasn't a glitch. I pressed the button again, y'all. Whoa. 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 Wait, I don't. Yeah. I don't think those people need to pick up a mic, get on social media, and say anything. Because that's one of those that is what you call you wasn't saying specifically who they were, shining that light on them exactly, but what you said was damaging to all of their souls. Like you just, and your metaphor game is just crazy.
I appreciate that.
Like,
I appreciate that.
said your gun is top heavy, and then the Wendy Williams metaphor, forget it. Put that together. It was like, what? You got the berries in the backyard, they got no idea. Like stuff like that. Like, you got your Cosby sweater on, you chilling, I'm doing my home thing, but y'all don't even know what really going on.
That's a fact.
Like, you don't even know what's going on here.
That's
But
a fact.
we doing certain. You said, if I'm not mistaken, you said the soda flat. That means no cap.
Yeah, I said the soda flat, no cap, and secure the drama with no deal. I can low fizz your baby mama.
Yo, so I definitely love when the music gets me to visualize what you're saying. Right, you're telling that story. So now I don't even drink soda like that, but I'm thinking about soda with no cap on it. Like, but I know exactly what you're saying, what you're talking about, what you mean, and just everything that's happening. Yeah, tell those individuals to just hang it up. Just hang it up. I wouldn't want to see you mad coming at them and putting it on wax. Because
man.
If that was just you poked the bear, yo, let me let you know I'm still here. Like, that was just you kind of just rocked the boat a little bit. But if you was trying to flip the car over,
oh man,
forget it.
Oh man.
And it was done so tastefully. That's what it was, just so tasteful. I'm like, wow. Gotta send that one to all my haters. Yeah, because that's just the way it needs to work. Like, wow.
Word.
Whew. Damn, bro. So, out of all this, because you've been doing this for a while, right? And you're great at what you do. What is the end goal for you? What is it that you're trying to do with your music?
Like, a lot of people ask me that. Like, I've done this for a while, man, and people ask me, do you want the deal or do you want this? Like, I've been down those roads already. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've been in rooms with folks, and I don't name drop and stuff like that, but I've been around, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been in that and I've experienced it. Now I'm still doing it. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, Prof. I want a new challenge. I think I want to do more business side of things now. Like, I've been doing music all my life. I play instruments. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been in performing arts schools all my life. I want a new challenge. Like, and not to toot my own horn, but if I could take 2 years off and drop a Black Hill Ave 2. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, it's it's like I want to do something new now. So
I definitely hear that. So, as far as the business side, what are you thinking about or looking at?
Really, I want to teach people the business, man. I've come to find out there's a lot of artists that don't know what they should be getting paid for. Like, artists don't know their neighboring rights. They don't know their mechanical royalties. They don't know. They just think whatever distro kid sends me is what I'm supposed to get paid, and that's a small percentage of the pie. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wrote the record, you're supposed to get some publishing for it. You did that. Like, I no lie, as God is my witness, Prof. I get publishing checks from Spotify every quarter because there's somebody licensing my music. The Harry Fox agency, they send you a letter. They say, hey, this person wants to license your music. You yay or nay. You click yay, and you just sit back and receive checks. You can't do that if your business not right.
Yeah, yo, and it's so true, because even getting into radio, there were certain things I didn't know, because it was just something that I did out of a necessity from something where I was before, and they just like suddenly disappeared. So I didn't want to drop the ball. I wanted to keep it moving. And there was a lot of things I didn't know. And there's a lot of things that I know that other internet radio stations don't know the things that they're supposed to do about licensing, BMI, ASCAP, and all
Absolutely.
that. Like a lot of these people don't know about it.
Absolutely. And
I talk to artists all the time, and I'm like, yo, we're BMI licensed, ASCAP licensed to play your music. So you play it with us, you're gonna get paid.
Absolutely.
But they're like, well, what is that? I said, like,
and this is what I'm saying, like, and because like people talk, and as an artist, you could be grimy, and I could say, because I have a publishing administrator, I have Centric Music as my publishing administrator. So let's say radio station Z says, all right, we playing Nikko Tesla for an hour straight, and they don't have their business right. And I send that proof to the publishing administrator, like, hey, I'm supposed to get paid for these spins.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That causes an issue.
Yeah.
But me being cool and knowing everybody on the indie scene know how they've been. I'm not trying to do that. You trying to come, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all in the same spot. Well, it benefits me none to knock you down just to raise myself up. That's not really raising myself up. I'm still at the same level. I just dropped you down a few notches. I didn't move up. I'm still where I'm at.
Yeah.
So, you know, I really want to show people the business, man. Like, having a publishing administrator or making sure your music is ASCAP, or you know what I'm saying, or you know, get your music copywritten. You know what I'm saying, or if you feel like somebody's about to steal your music, you can pre-copyright your music. Like, you don't have to wait until, you know what I'm saying, like, just showing folks, you know, you'd be surprised, man, how many people just don't know nothing, man. They just
I'm telling you, I talk to people and they're like, sometimes I ask for even music in certain formats and they're like, what's that? And I'm like, but you're making music. How do you not know what that is? Like, you should even understand how it's formatted when you send it out. When you're sending your music out, you should know what format is most popular that they need to use.
Absolutely.
Right?
Most people don't even know how to set up their metadata.
No, and that's where you put all your information. That's your information.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
No, I've gotten tracks from people, and there's no. It says track 1, rough, no artist, no nothing. I'm like, how am I supposed to know this is you?
Yeah, that's a fact.
I don't know what track this is. It didn't even get saved right. There's no title, there's no artist, there's no this, and this is stuff that should get generated once you play it in all these different places. If it's there, now everybody knows who you are, where to find you, and all that. And if you do it right, there's enough information in there to people to find you on social media and everything else.
That's a fact.
So a lot of people don't know how to do it. I know it's not as hard as it sounds.
It's really not.
But you have to know what you're doing. Yeah. And even if you don't have to have a lot of money to do it or pay a lot of people, Audacity, which is a free audio recording app, you're able to add that data, that metadata to your music, to your recordings or whatever. So that stuff is there.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Just so simple, so simple.
I guarantee, Prof, if you ask any artist, whatever come up to your station, how many of y'all got Sound Exchange? They're gonna ask you, what's that?
They're gonna be like, who? What is that? Some stock?
That's exactly what they're gonna say. That's exactly what they're gonna say.
Right. Because they just don't know. And knowing your business, understanding where you are. And if we look at the history of hip hop, right? There's a lot of people when hip hop first started that they was getting robbed. They thought they was making money. They wasn't really making money.
No money. No.
Wasn't making no money.
That's a fact.
That upfront money, the signing bonus and all that, they didn't realize that, they gave me $1 million.
But they made 10.
Right. And then they didn't tell you that the $1 million they gave you, that every video you shot, your publicist, the A&R and all that was coming out of that $1 million.
That's a fact.
So they cut you a check, but then they sent you a bill for everything else.
That's a fact.
And then you had to recoup the money.
That's a fact. You in the red, and you don't even know what happened.
And
That
you
is a
like,
fact.
but I was a millionaire for 10 minutes.
That's a fact.
So I cashed the check, and that was it.
That's a fact.
That was so. It's crazy because you listen to a lot of the people that have been in the industry for a long time, the ones that have had longevity or still have longevity, and they talk about understanding your business and learning what you're doing. We're in that microwave era where people want to do things real fast.
Yeah.
But in doing things real fast, you lose the information that you're supposed to get. I think T.I. said it best. And he was like, you really need to understand what you want. If you're an independent artist, you might have to put in more work before you get that check. But understanding what you're doing along that way, you're actually keeping the majority of your money instead of giving the majority of it away if you get
absolutely. Like look at, I don't know if people remember, like people used to laugh at Master P till they found out how much money he was getting. They laughed at him until he was like, hold up, the ice cream man is getting what? $6 a CD. Like it was,
and they was getting what, 50 cents
then it was like, oh shit, like we need to we need to mess with P. Like it was it's I tell everybody, man, that's the most important thing. Like luckily for me, because of my background, I was afforded the opportunity to have an entertainment lawyer and actually have somebody like, listen, this is what, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of the stuff that I'm privy to, artists aren't privy to. But now, like you said, with being in the microwave generation, it's all on the internet. It's not hidden. They don't hide it from you.
No, it's there.
It's just if you want to go look for it or not. Like you can type on YouTube, how do I get paid for my music? And 900 videos is going to come up giving you the same information.
The same breakdown.
Same breakdown. They might explain it to you in different ways, but it's the same breakdown.
And just some people don't even want to sit there and make and click through a couple of websites or register or do whatever. But it's just that simple though.
Yeah,
because it's definitely a lot easier now than it was back then.
Absolutely.
Because you didn't have the access to information so readily available.
Absolutely. Copyrighting music on the computer is 100 times better than having to send that big tablet of paper in to the Library of Congress that I used to have to send. Now you do it in 5 minutes on the computer. Send you $65 and you get the certificate back in 2-3 months.
And that's it. You know, and it's one of those things. And I think, you know, I know you will have a lot of success taking that journey in that new realm of the business side of things, because you've been there, you've done it, you understand a lot more. And not for nothing, when you're writing music and you're doing certain things and you're paying out a lot of people, it takes away from whatever you're going to make from your music. But you being on the business end, the people that would be paying all these other people, now they taking care of you.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So it's a grown man thing. It's a grown up thing. I put my big boy's pants on. That, you know what? Forget about getting signed or hey, if I really want to get signed or not. You know what? Multiple streams of income. I can sit there and have 100 clients instead of me just getting this one check this one time for this one album.
That's a fact.
So you look at it different when you have responsibilities and you look at the world different.
That's a fact. I promise you. If Black Hill Ave 2, and I don't mind saying it on the internet or saying it to you, if Black Hill Ave 2, let's say, don't crack 100,000 streams, it is available to the highest bidder in the industry. I've literally done that before. Like, oh, you need a song? I have a whole album sitting here that you might like. And they've gotten paid.
I'm just saying, you know, I listened to the whole album. So I'm like, yo, it's a bang after bang after banger. And it's just, everything hits different and it has its purpose and it's identifiable no matter which way you go. So I can see how that'd be possible. Either they buy the whole album, do it. Now they got something that they could rock with and put out one joint a month.
Absolutely.
And they good.
Absolutely.
So, or they could spread it out or do what Busta did and wait 11 years before he dropped something. Like he had music and stuff that nobody could touch that he wasn't even using, but he said, you know what? Now's the time.
Yeah.
And I gotta respect him because he did it right.
Yeah, he did.
And his joints, I be hearing some of his joints, and I just be like damn, Busta be killing them. he just kills them, you know. But he reminds me, you know, leader of the new schools, all that back in the day stuff. When he opened his mouth and started spitting, it's like being in a time warp when I listen to Busta.
I actually want him and LL Cool J in the verses. Nobody listens to me when I say that.
Yeah.
I would love to see Busta and L because he was there from leaders in the new school. He's somebody that can actually, they can go decade for decade with each other. You get what I'm saying? Like Busta can go Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See extension level event and things like that. And LL can go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and you know what I'm saying? Like they have those. If he goes leader of the new school, Mama Said Knock You Out. Like they can go.
Yeah, they could.
They could go.
You know what? They really could. And a lot of people that when you mention LL, they probably don't remember more of his rap stuff, but more of his lady smooth shit.
Yeah, and they got L.
And they just need to know that LL was like like one of my favorite joints from LL. Well, that's when I knew LL was serious. Not that he wasn't making good music or nothing like that, but when Cannabis tried and play him, and he came for Cannabis, and basically
Jack the Ripper.
After that, there was no more Cannabis. Like it was
that Jack. I me being from Queens, I can say L lost the battle. Jack the Ripper was hard, but Second Round Knockout to me was one of the greatest diss records in hip hop history. It is. The problem is Cannabis lost the war.
Right. There was a lot of battles.
Yeah,
there was a lot of battles.
He lost the war, and you went against LL Cool J in the machine that was Def Jam. People don't remember Def Jam was a well-oiled machine. Like they wasn't about to let LL lose the camera. What?
No way. That was not
happening. You know, like L. All of a sudden, L had an album coming out. Like it was just like, it was bad.
I listened to. There was something recently that LL was saying about that whole him and Cannabis situation, and it was more of a Cannabis said something to him, and it rubbed him the wrong way, and that's how everything kind of started.
Mm-hmm.
But that whole take your mic off I'll take that mic off your arm and turn it into a time bomb. I was like, oh shit, he's really coming for LL.
You know, being that you, because I could say I also like I would love to like do a hip hop debate show because like I follow hip hop heavy. I seen an interview with Redman. And they asked, it might have, I'm not sure if it was Drink Champs, but they asked him about it. And they said, listen, he said, I love L. L was being a bully. He said, Cannabis, if you know Cannabis, he's one of the most humble, like, you know, he was like, yo, he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
And like, he like looked up to L, and when he said the first bar, whatever, was like, you know, he was like, "Yo, L, let me borrow the mic on your arm." Like he was asking him permission, for the mic on his arm to go kill, you know, to make it seem like, yo, we gonna put our mics together, we going, and L felt the way, and they was trying to convince L, like, no, it's not. he's a nice guy. Like, what are you doing? and it went the way it went.
Yeah, and there's so many battles and stuff. And yo, shout out to Drink Champs.
Yeah.
Because I definitely watch him. Just being able to see the transition with Noriega. And it's one of those things. And he's still staying relevant. So I gotta give it to him.
It's a fact.
It's a fact. So you gotta give it another dude from Queens. Oh my God.
Come on, Prop. You gotta show some love.
Okay. What is this? Queens Day? No, Queens Day is not till like the summertime or something. But I gotta give it to y'all. Like, yeah, Queens. I've always thought of Queens as being like a whole nother world when it comes to like Harlem and stuff like that, the Bronx and Brooklyn. Like Queens was like in its own little situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when it came to the music they put out and everything else, y'all brought the clean cut hip hop, made it look super pretty. Like it was, but not pretty in a bad way. It was just like some smooth shit. Like it just like really like with like Nas. Nas always got something to say, but he's just like just real. And the only thing that really changed it a little bit was 50 and Ja Rule, but Ja Rule really wasn't on his 50 shit.
Nah.
Right? And then, 50 exploited what happened to him and he was able to do whatever, but then he was switched over to like Candy Shop and stuff like that. So he still was doing his little pretty shit in the corner. So just with fitted hats and t-shirts and bulletproof vests, but it still looked pretty. Still looked pretty. Brooklyn rap, Brooklyn hip hop was like, we just ran away from the cops. We just ran through the junkyard. And we dirty, but we free. so let's make music. The Bronx is like, we gonna fight all the time in our music. And then Harlem was more like, well, we gonna talk our shit and we just gonna be super flashy for no reason.
Oh yeah, that's Harlem.
Talk about money, 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 and money. Absolutely. So it's just one of those things, but I loved it. I still love it to this day. Still love it to this day. But we definitely need some videos for this Black Ave too.
Oh yeah, it's coming. It's in the works. It's in the works. I originally I wanted to do one for all the songs. I actually wanted to turn it into a small film. But we definitely gonna do something, man. It's too much between notes. Notes is finally taking a break, so I can't let his break be in vain.
He's lying to you. He's lying. Don't believe him.
Yeah.
Don't believe him. He right there. He's like, Nikko said what? Your man pulled up a beat while he was watching. I'm telling you, Notes is gonna have something for you to listen to next week. Promise you. Promise you. So what else you want the people to hear?
We could play Take a Risk with Nick Moody in Exile. That was a dope record. That was a fun record to make.
Yo, and I got a question. Usually, right? Only because you the homie, right? I'm gonna ask the question before I play the song. Because usually I ask the question and just people on the spot and they only got like 2 seconds to answer. Right? When was it or what was that bar, that one bar or those two bars that when you spit them throughout the whole time you've been making music, you was like, yo, I'm built for this. I'm the shit. Can't nobody fuck with me. Right? So this is gonna be one of those things you're gonna have to think about. So you got Take a Risk to think about it.
Okay.
And come back.
Okay.
I'm gonna need to hear those bars that you was like, that's it. I dropped it, I killed it, I murdered it. Ain't nobody messing with me ever. All right.
All right, I got you.
So introduce this one for the people.
What's good, y'all? This is Take a Risk, also for Black Hill Ave 2 with Nick Moody and Exile. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Get ready for a severe beatdown. Nick Moody, Nikko Tesla, and Exile. This is gonna hurt. Not a little bit. Yeah. This is gonna hurt a lot. Can't do it on my own. Moody, tell him.
Yeah, I'm willing to take a risk cause I'm dangerous. So take a sip, I'm like holy water to Satanist. Your favorite tried to tell me I wasn't made for this. Nah, but all I heard was white noise, get your cable fixed. You couldn't take a hint. I tried to tell you I'm Dwayne Wade in a blazer on game day with the Blazers with Dame Dash on the beat screaming Mayday to a faker. You judge same as a hater, my heyday with the flash. The court is full of heat. Ooh. So let me tell you the verdict, I'm not nice. Boy, I'm dirty off the top, no cap, that's how you cop lice. The spotlight's on me and a couple housewives. I prefer it 2-for-1, that's how you shop right. Cause God might just kill you all at a stoplight. You really gon' get left on red, it's not right. But that's how you gotta live your life, it's Moody.
Oh my God! It's not over yet. Nikko Tesla. Yeah. You already know it's gonna be it. It's Nikko, nigga. Feeling it. Nico, crush him. Go on. This boy's back with the boom bap. In a few snaps, somebody tell Stella this dick is a groove back. Smooth cat, but stomping the streets with the bootstraps. You pool putts ain't built for my cloth. I get your crew cut. You do what? Next to guys that's really petrified. You little dudes be bugging, boy, and I'm the pesticide. Disrespectful. Way out of order, but the goons sit quiet like Mayweather daughter. Known as one of the best, I am destined to. He vegan, scared of the beef, leave him a vegetable. Real over fraud, talent over mumble. It's funny when you get in the bread, the birds want you. Making wrong decisions to the future start to haunt you. Put your pen against mine, ain't seeing shit funny. If you ain't buckled up, then it's your crash test dummy, huh? Is there anything left? Exile. Take whatever bits and pieces you find left of these rappers and just incinerate them. No evidence. Yeah. Get them.
Machine-minded regime change is evident. I'm from the heavens, so greet me as your benevolence. I'm still riding through the game, one hand on the steering. Keep my foot in the rapper's ass, I'm shower-rearing. Nico been trying to pass me the torch for a minute now, I get it. Can't trust nobody else to hold the city down. Paul Bunyan when I'm chopping down a tree to smoke. Then I cloud the room, niggas thought they would've seen a ghost. I sell crack in bar form, no soap. Shit talking, get your mouth washed, no scope. Never been down, being runner-up. Gotta stay focused, jumping in and out my lines. Flow double dutch. Every single time I deliver in my prime, they calling me Amazon. Alpha Bezos pesos. Wow. Quarantine got me trying to win in a bubble. And you damn right it's still be humble.
How refreshing was that? Not for the fakes, but for the real. Y'all want to talk about hip-hop? Hip-hop, right? Is hip-hop? Yeah. 100% grade A. And this ain't even over yet. Black Hill Ave 2 continues. Let's get it.
Damn!
Yo, and I don't use that damn sample too much. Right? But I'm just saying, yo, the beat selection, I don't know where you getting these joints from. I don't know who's doing it. But yo, shout out to them. Shout out to them, because could definitely vibe with them. Then the bars don't disappoint on top of the beat. Because you know how you can have a dope beat and then everything on top of it is just like, oh, that was a waste of a beat. So, you know, we're not having that situation here. Black Ave 2, man. Like, yo, this is a must-have.
Thank you.
I just installed a new radio in my car. I don't even know how to get music on that bitch. So I'm gonna tell you, these are the joints. I got all of those joints. I got your joints. I'm just gonna put real hip hop. Yeah, that's gonna be the folder on my radio. And I got a 19-hour trip. So I'm gonna be reciting some of your lyrics. So I'm gonna act like I'm a rapper when I see you. And I'm gonna spit your own shit at you. I'm just telling you. It might just go down like that. I'm like, yo, Nico don't got nothing on me. I'm gonna spit Nico bars at Nico. But that's gonna be it. So you ready to answer that question, bro?
Yeah. I think I got something. And this is so corny, but back then, oh man, I thought I was fire. So here's I give you the whole scene. So me and my guy Focus, we were at Farmingdale University doing a show. Shout out to everybody over there. And we were doing sound check. And this guy had a picture of Jesus on his shirt. So he didn't stay for sound check, but then he came back during the show. So I'm rapping my verse, and in my verse I said, "That ain't Jesus on your chest, dog. This Rick Rubin." And my man Focus points right at him. He points right at him. And he's like, oh, they dissed me. It turned into a battle. Like I ended up battling like I want to say like 10 guys that night.
Wow.
And that's when like hip hop, it was like, all right, now you got to show him. That's why I be telling people, leave me alone.
Leave me alone. Let me hibernate over here when I want to. Don't wake me up because I'm gonna be hungry and I'm gonna eat.
But I think that was the moment because even after the battle and everything, it was like, yo, nah, you dead nice. It was like, all right. So, it was fun. But that was Focus' fault. So Focus.
Focus, and then we got notes. So
yeah, them two.
Focus. So you got to focus on the notes. That's just what it is.
That's a fact.
And that's it, man. Yo, it was definitely a pleasure, bro. Like, definitely a pleasure having you on here. And the last time I seen you, there was a bunch of us in the room.
Yeah,
it was shit. I can't remember how many people were on that. I think was there 8 of y'all on that joint?
I know it was the whole book bag crew except for Busy and Garp. So it was me, Shay Bars, Chuck Platt, and Notes and Exile.
Yeah. So so that's what that's 5.
Yeah,
I think that was 5. So it was 7 on the whole joint.
Yeah.
And when you play it, like that's just like 5 minutes plus, like pushing 6 minutes for a track. So that's long and right? They're like, it should only be 120 seconds. Like while I'm here doing 6-minute tracks, like you made 3 songs. Like but you got to respect it. But everybody came hard on that, man. And where is it that they could find your music? I know you're gonna say everywhere.
Yeah,
I need you to be a little more specific.
As streaming platforms, so go on iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, Deezer, Shazam. Anywhere you can get your music at is where I'm at. Just type in Nikko Tesla. I'm gonna pop up. Black Hill Ave 1 and 2. The book bag joint. Yeah. Is I don't want to say everywhere, but it's damn near close.
Damn near, right? It's just
yeah,
everywhere. And for the people that don't want to buy the music, but at least want to listen to it, it's in places where what you do is going to make sure that it adds to the numbers. So make sure you support good hip hop, right? Make sure that you look for, and you know what, just in case you can't spell it, it's at the bottom of the screen.
Yep, right there.
Hey, you don't even gotta look for nothing else. Put in Nikko Tesla, you gonna find them. You're gonna find the music, Black Ave 1 and 2, right? Then you got the book bag joint with a whole bunch of dope artists on it. So, and these are people that bring it. These are people that let you know that hip hop has never died. It's never went nowhere. It just kind of like split up a little bit. We got subcategories, but true hip hop has never died. It's always lived.
Mm-hmm.
And Nikko Tesla is the living testament to hip hop not dying.
It's a fact. I appreciate that.
Yeah, so it's definitely a wonderful thing. So, what are your social media handles so people can find you on these social media? Do you tweet?
Yeah, that's probably like the weakest social media platform that I just don't. On Twitter is Nikko Tesla. Facebook is Nikko Tesla. I'm mostly on IG. It's in Nikko We Trust. You can find me over here often. But I if you hit me up on Twitter, I definitely respond. I respond on everything, but I gotta get to. It's just never grabbed me like that. Just all right. I got 200 characters to type. I gotta make it. I just can't.
Yeah, that's Donald Trump's thing. We let him do that. But he banned, so we don't got to worry about him no more. so we just keep doing what we doing. But we definitely got to chop it up because I would love to figure out a way that we can do some of those hip hop debates.
Oh, I would love to do that.
Yeah, we figure it out. We find a way, and you get your crew together and we make it happen because I think that would be awesome because, some people say they know hip hop and they want to talk about hip hop, but sometimes I listen and I'm like, nah.
Nah.
I don't know what you was listening to or what you was doing during that time, or you was born after when it was really, really hip hop. But
yeah.
But just remember, man, follow my guy. Keep doing your thing, brother, man. When, things start opening up, well, things ain't gonna open up here for a while, but I'm doing some things out of state. So we trying to do this mini showcase or whatever. It's probably gonna be in Baltimore before we do it down in Atlanta. So I'm definitely gonna reach out to you guys so that we can sit there, have a good time, get that content together, and just really like, because I don't think nobody's messing with True Notes and a lot of people that I fucks with in Baltimore.
I appreciate it.
I don't think they could do it. But you know what? We gotta show them what we doing here so they can emulate it. They can try, but we gotta make it happen. So my brother, man, stay safe.
Thank you. Same to you, King.
My G, and keep in touch and we're gonna chop it up.
All right, most definitely, man. I appreciate you having me.
All right, later, bro.
Later.
So that was my man Nikko Tesla doing his thing with that Black Ave 2 project, man. No lie. Definitely fire. You really gotta respect the grind and the hustle when it comes to this game. And you need to understand the rules of the game. And it's not just in music, but it's in life. You need to understand that a lot of times the cards are stacked against us, and we have to educate ourselves and do much more to be able to get to the point to be successful or even be viewed from the outside as successful. Because we weren't handed a silver spoon, and many of us wasn't born into money, and we got to grind harder. And if we look at what we see on the news and things that happen and things that happen and things that are happening, we need to understand that in society, we are viewed as a threat, not because we're violent, not because of negative things that we may have endured or happen to see in our communities, but to the fact that we are so resilient and we're able to get to that point of success. And no matter what obstacles you put in front of us, we're going to figure it out and move forward. This goes for my kings and my queens. We know that there's certain things that they will never allow us to do. And I tell you, in the industries that I was in growing up, trying to create a career, I knew that regardless of how knowledgeable I was or how I can provide better management, service, or leadership, just because I was from the ethnic background that I was, they was never going to allow that to happen. So we need to learn how to focus on our own, create our own, build our own, and do for our own. And that is no lie. And I just hope that I said that to the right person at the right time while they was listening. And they realized that if we focus on us, the people that look like us, the people that move like us, we're able to grow and do better for ourselves. And if we sit there and we look, how many black banks do we have? How many multi-million-dollar black businesses do we have? How many black attorneys do we have that are high paid and are there doing what they got to do, representing us? It's very, very rare because they put a lot of things out of our reach. Out of our reach because I say out of our reach because we have so many obstacles we have to overcome in order to get to that point of getting to that level of success. But I always want to tell individuals that levels of success, just because society says that that's what it should be, doesn't necessarily mean that's what it is for us. You need to identify what you feel is your level of success or what you need to accomplish to do that. And to hell with what society thinks, and do what you need to do to fulfill what that level of success is for you. Stop trying to live up to what society should tell you need to do. You need a $100,000 car driving down the street. You need a $500,000 house to be presumed as successful, but you don't even realize that what you're striving for or what you're trying to buy or what you're trying to do is purchasing liabilities, and everything that you're doing is not an asset, it's a liability. That $100,000 car takes money out your pocket. That $500,000 house that you're living in alone takes money out your pocket. Those are liabilities, not assets. Assets make you money. They don't depreciate, they increase in value. And they give us this nonsense of the housing market will never go down. And I only speak on this because I was an individual that at one point in my life, I thought that if I spent more and I did more, that equated to my level of success. Bought a $500,000 house during the time of that, I forgot what they called it, but right before the bubble burst, the real estate bubble burst. Bought a house, and they told me houses will never lose their value. Bought a house a couple of months later, that bubble burst. I was $200,000+ upside down on my mortgage. The value of the house dropped $200 and something thousand. But I was paying $4,000 a month for a house that was only worth $300,000 at the time. So watch where you get your information from. Educate yourself, do what you need to do, and move in the way you need to move, because it is so important that you understand that that picture that they painted for us is not necessarily for us to reach those points and be successful. We could do so many things and allocate our money in different places and reap the benefits 100 times over than sitting there and trying to buy that $500,000 house, $1 million house on the whole 1/8 acre of property that we don't even own for a 3-bedroom house with 1 bath. These are things we need to understand, and we need to really open our eyes up. And you can become a real estate mogul. You don't have to buy 20 buildings at $100,000, well, maybe $300,000 a piece. You can start off small and grow from there. There's nothing wrong with putting in the work and getting to those places and doing it gradually over time. We so want to play catch up, and we so want to jump into this race with money that is not even sustainable at the times that we're trying to do things. But if we start off small, we could get to that point if we're smart with our money and we're smart with what we're doing. Educate yourself, my people. Please do. And this is your boy, Prophet Pete. And I'm about to get up out of here. I think I got another video for you. And it's my man, Jay Gutter, man, etc., etc. You heard? Make sure that you follow us on every platform that you can sit there and think of. Make sure you tell the people about the YouTube channel, right? Just Google WEMS Radio. You'll see everywhere we're at. Sit there, look for Prophet Pete. You'll see everywhere I'm at. Support us because we move different and we keep it 100 all the time. Gang.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Look. I want it to be everything I never was, but depression's got me high, there's not a better buzz. So I may never love, cause there's a better drug. Plus she never does, etc., etc.
Hey, I came down here from the mansion, so $5 to fuck with y'all. Alright? Y'all fuck with this rap shit or what?
Maybe I could fuck it off if it would get me over. Maybe Nikki fell in love because she met me sober. I remember we were fucking on a leather sofa. Now we're getting older, they'd love to say I told ya. So I'm trying to get in range of that new Range Rover. All that shit was never cool, but I still stayed kosher. A whole lot of shit'd change if I changed over. Now all I think about is death, every day's closer. I left all my exes with the same closure. Revenge has been a friend, I know it ain't supposed to. Regret has been a threat that I still can't smolder. God, I need a shoulder, but I take an answer. Is this shit a gift or is this shit a cancer? Alyssa says I'm stiff, but she's a fucking dancer. I shouldn't put that bitch inside my written stanza. Damn it, Dan, we caught that bitch pulling her pants up. Used to ball just for the one or till they cut or banned us. You would stand up, now you don't stand much. Dummy, you handcuffed, you joined the fan club. You ran your bands up, but you fucked the fam up. I still slide to 895 and get my dick drained. She ain't like me back in school, oh well, I'm guessing shit changed. I just gave that bitch the 101 until I switched lanes. It's funny how the script changed. I find it ironic you don't call back then. When you see me, still approach me like it's all caps, man. I'm still rocking all my jerseys and my ball caps, man. I can see you springing forward, I'll just fall back. Don't you dare go text my phone if it's in all caps, bitch. My short patience ain't been nothing but a tall task, bitch. If that's not direct, then tell me what you call that, bitch. I'm not all that, bitch, but I'm all facts, bitch. All facts, bitch. Look, I want it to be everything I never was, but depression's got me high, there's not a better buzz. So I may never love, cause there's a better drug. Plus she never does, etc., etc. So, here we are, Pachogue, New York, Taco Bell.
Yeah. Yo, so I just want to say, man, shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody that been rocking with us all night, doing what we do. Tune into Prophet Radio, the Prophet Radio Show. NY, man. We here. We love you. We appreciate the support. And just tell a friend to tell a friend. And make sure that you follow me. Prophet_radio_NY. You heard? Gang. And we out.